Hey everybody, Kevin Valdes here, and we're kicking off our Holy Week series. And we're really taking it all the way to Easter Sunday, which is a week from now. And so our Holy Week series is starting off in John chapter 12. And today I get the privilege to talk to you guys really briefly about verses 1 to 11. Now, if you guys remember, in chapter 11, we see Lazarus, someone who Jesus loved, die, and Jesus rose again from the grave. He resurrected Lazarus. And so you go into chapter 12, and what you see is Mary, Martha, Lazarus, and Jesus are all at Martha and Mary's house, and they're having dinner. And it's here at dinner where, really, a lot of people, when they talk about this passage, they really highlight Mary and Martha, and they kind of comment on how Martha serves a lot and Mary doesn't serve at all, and she's just sitting at Jesus' feet and anoints his feet with perfume, and Martha complains about Mary, and so on. But I'm not going to really talk too much about that, even though there's a lot of good nuggets of truth there. But what really stood out to me this time as I was reading chapter 1 and 11, or chapter 12 verses 1 and 11, was actually verses 10 and 11. You see, what's going on in chapter 12 is, in the beginning, is crowds are starting to just follow Jesus. The Pharisees are getting angry, and it's really beginning to show the climax of just Jesus' ministry and his time here on earth. And so you see that beginning to unfold, and the religious leaders are just so furious and are trying to stop Jesus. And in particular, though, in verses 1 to 11, a lot of people are following Jesus because of John and because Jesus rose Lazarus from the dead. And in verse 11 and 10, it said that the Pharisees wanted to kill Lazarus because many people were leaving and believing in Jesus on account of Lazarus. And that's really what I want to highlight today, is that people were turning to and believing in Jesus because of the account of Lazarus. That's really saying, because of Lazarus' story, because of his testimony, because of what he experienced, he was telling so many people about it and what Jesus did in his life, that people were turning to Jesus because of it. It's super similar to, actually, I believe it's in John chapter 4, the story of the story of the Samaritan woman. And she was talking to Jesus, so she was out getting water from the well, and just in the same way, she encountered Jesus. Jesus did something incredible with her, and she went and shared her testimony with the town, and the whole town ended up believing in Jesus because of her testimony. And so that's really what I want to encourage you guys with today, is that you all have a testimony. We all have a testimony. We have all encountered Jesus in very unique and special ways. And those testimonies, some of them are epic and are a crazy story, and you've gone through so much pain and so much trauma, and you've experienced a lot, and maybe you're just very deep in the valley of darkness. And others of you, maybe your testimony really is super simple, and maybe you're one of those people who kind of think, oh, well, I was born to a Christian home, and I gave my life to Jesus when I was 4. And I don't really have any crazy details to my testimony. It's not some crazy roller coaster of a testimony, but that's okay. It doesn't matter what you've gone through, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't make a difference. That's what I'm trying to say. It matters what you've gone through, and everything matters. But my point is that your testimony, how Jesus encountered you in a unique way, is so important to be sharing with people, because it's not about you. Your testimony is not about you. Your testimony is about glorifying God, giving him all the credit for what he's done in your life. And that can be a testimony of what your life looks like, or what your life looked like before Jesus, and how you found Jesus, and now what it looks like with Jesus. That's one way to share your testimony. Or just sharing your testimony of things like big milestones in your life, things that Jesus has done in your life, and just be bold with that. Be bold with your testimony and share with people how you have encountered the one true living God. And trust me, guys, when we do it in full boldness and full of faith, and we're out there sharing our testimony, God will use that, and many people will turn to Jesus. And so that's my encouragement for you guys today. Yeah, so thanks, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I hope you guys stick with us. It's going to be the next few chapters of John are just incredible chapters. All right, God bless, guys.